Hello guys, welcome back to the news. The issue of insecurity has been a long-lasting problem in this country. And I can tell you that the past administrations had failed to curb this issue of insecurity in this country. They failed to bring a long-lasting solution. And we always vote towards the next administration, hoping the next administration will bring about a better solution. But at last, we end up getting disappointed. That is why Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, has decided to send a strong warning to TINUBU'S government, warning him that Nigerians are tired of the multiple terrorist attacks, the killings going on, especially in Plateau, in Sokoto, in Zamfara, and also in Benue State. It is no longer news that these states are well known for being attacked by terrorists, bandits, Fulani herdsmen, especially in Benue State, in Plateau State, in Zamfara. On a daily basis, we'll see series of attacks, and it is really extremely worrisome because it is getting out of hands, and yet the federal government are not saying anything about this. They are not showing concerns of the lives of those that has been lost. They are not showing concerns. They are not bringing up lasting permanent solutions to curb these issues from reoccurring. Each moment or each day we see issues of killing here and there, terrorist attacks, bandit attacks, those that are kidnapping, demanding for huge sum of money for ransom. All these are as a result of our very own government, their incompetence to curb insecurity in this country. That is why the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has said that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's led government must not allow this country drift into anarchy due to the continued horrible spate of killings and criminality going on in this country. Peter Obi, who gave the warning on Monday night on his Twitter handle, lamented the recent multiple terrorist attacks and killings in Plateau, in Sokoto, in Zamfara, and also in Benue states, saying it has become quite depressing and extremely worrisome. And according to Peter Obi, the former Anambra State governor, who is currently challenging President TINUBU'S election in the February 25th presidential election at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, a total of 226 Nigerians have been killed recently in Plateau, in Sokoto State, in Zamfara, and also in Benue State. Obi said this continued horrible spate of all forms of criminality, especially the bloodletting, the killings, as witnessed in these states. If you go to Plateau, over 120 people were killed. When you go to Sokoto, over 50 people were killed recently. 31 people in Zamfara and also 25 in Benue. And they are quite depressing and extremely worrisome. These are not just numbers, but wastage of sacred human lives of people who lived among us as family members, relatives, friends. While appreciating the efforts of the government at all levels and security agencies, Peter Obi respectfully appealed that TINUBU'S government, TINUBU'S administration must bring a lasting solution to this. They need to arrest this situation before it gets out of hands. That the government could no longer have control on it. And the government and the security agencies must not allow this nation, must not allow Nigeria to continue this drift towards anarchy, and has also sincerely, compensated with the affected families. He has shown his concerns and also prayed that God will grant eternal rest to those that have been killed. So my country people, we don't know when all this will really end in this country. And I can tell you that all these must end. We have to work towards this. And TINUBU'S administration must pay close attention to security, because I think he made it known that one of his manifestos when he was campaigning, that he will make sure he brings about security in this country. And I think all we can do is to pray. We have to pray that this government will be favorable. This government will not be the worst than the previous administration. Yes, Nigerians were complaining the former president Muhammad Buhari's administration was a total failure. It was an epic failure. But then, what about this administration? What are we going to get at the end of this administration? Because we are hoping that Tinubu does not fail us. Tinubu does not fail Nigerians as the previous government had, failed us. I can tell you, Nigerians are, quite worrisome concerning this. However, Nigerians have reacted to this. If Tinubu governed Lagos 8 years, and Lagos is one of the peaceful states, so what is wrong if Tinubu governs Nigeria? Well, Peter Obi's words of religious war is the reason behind any ethno-religious tension in Nigeria right now. Obiano was the person who fought insecurity in Anambra. That is what gave his second term, and Obi joined PDP to remove Obiano, but Obiano defeated him and the PDP as the ruling party. So has he forgotten? Well, don't give Tinubu blood pressure. Let him settle down first. See you, Mr. Religious War Master. Yes, Daddy, we hear you. Tinubu's now backing bad government. Yoruba, I beg your pardon, now backing bad government because Tinubu is your tribe. Well, those of you that are talking to Peter Obi, anyhow, do you not have respect? Guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. So my country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? Because for Peter Obi to get out of his way and warn Tinubu, that is to show that this situation has really gone out of hands, and he doesn't want it to lead into, another deeper situation where the federal government cannot handle. That is why he has decided to warn Tinubu, giving him an early warning at this early stage. Now that he is the president, he should look into this aspect. He must focus on this aspect before it gets out of hand. We also know that yes, Tinubu and Peter Obi, they are currently, in court. Their matter still dey court. They never still settle the matter. Peter Obi still dey challenge Tinubu, hoping that yes, at some point he will recover his stolen mandate. Then the court will get to see him as the rightful winner of the presidential election. But I can tell that does not stop, Peter Obi from backing down. He has said he will never back down from his quest on recovering his stolen mandate that was stolen from him. Also, we have Atiku Abubakar on the other side, who is also seeking to reclaim his stolen mandate. Meanwhile, Peter Obi have decided to point to the fact that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government must address these issues before it gets out of hands. So guys, what are your thoughts concerning this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.